What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon, going to give you a war recap for the Town Hall 8 attacks against Pejuang Indo, or however you say it, the level 9 clan, and I think from the Indonesia, yeah. So check the Town Hall 9 attacks that I've just put out before this to get a little bit more insight on the war and stuff. You'll see that we got a perfect war. They brought a lot of their attacks, so check out the other video to see what they've done. We'll jump right into these attacks. We're going to show a couple of the GoHos, but I'm going to mix it up a little. We did a lot of GoVaLos this war, and I haven't really shown too many of those for Town Hall 8. So let's kick things off with SGK, and he's going to bring a GoHo with a Quad Quake to here. Let's see here. All right. So he's going to bring a Shattered Entry, and he does not have a poison, so he's going to have to, well, he's not going to have to. He's actually going to choose to do a no lore. He's just going to go ahead and let the wizards take care of the clan castle. So watch out for those pesky builder huts on the top. It will take your wizards away, but they'll go ahead and take care of this king as well. The P.E.K.K.A.'s dropped in with the king. King will go ahead and be swiped down and swatted down by that P.E.K.K.A. in just 1 or 2 hits. Quad Quake opens up that core, and they're going to go ahead and trigger those 2 giant bombs very soon. And there we go. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, they only trigger 1. This space that I can see only either, unless that was a double that they never trigger. Oh, there we go. It's double. All right. So they hit the double giant bomb right there, and really he only has to worry about a single left, and he's got plenty of hogs to do so. There you go. Trip that last giant bomb. The hogs are standing in heals, so there's really nothing that's going to stop them. Have a whole nother heal just to push through these defenses. Full golem is up, and I think a couple golemites are running around. So sends that little straying hog to take care of that mortar, and has 3 more hogs to send in, which he's just done on the back end. And that's going to take care of those defenses, which are actually targeted on that golem. So those hogs are just completely going in free. Didn't even need the heal if you didn't want to use it. But we're in cleanup mode, so we're going to go flying through this. All the builder huts have been taken care of. And we are just going for those 3 stars now. A very, very nice attack way to start things off for us. Very nicely done. All right, number 18. A while ago, somebody had posted a base to me, and they said they had a hard time hitting it. And I think this is exactly the base that was posted, and it is a ring-style base. This base is designed to have the hogs go around in a circle. So wherever you send them in, they go around the all the outer ridges or the outer ring of that base, and that's where all the traps are. That's where all the giant bombs, double giant bomb spots, all that stuff, and Teslas, everything else. That's where they're put. So and the spring traps. So you send those hogs around there. He was telling me that they hit it multiple times, and no matter what they did, they were losing hogs to traps, to spring traps, to giant bombs, whatever. So this is how you take care of that. He's going to bring a mass hog attack here, Ron will, and he's bringing a double poison, which I don't know if he uses the double poison. If he does, he should have used it a long time ago. We'll use 1 poison and then do a barbarian wizard kill, and I think the wizard's taken care of. There we go. All right, so what he's going to do is he's going to send hogs in from the top, and he's going to kind of push them into the core. Excuse me. Push them into the core. And he sends those last bit of hogs from the 12 o'clock position, and then as soon as they're just about ready to take out that archer tower, he'll send some more hogs in, and that is eliminating a double giant bomb spot. Because once that archer tower is down, those hogs have no reason. You see they started to go over to that mortar, and then they went into the core because they have no reason to go over there. That mortar was taken care of. And he's doing the same thing, doing a surgical style sprinkling of these hogs, making sure he takes out the defenses that will, there we go, put right into 1 giant bomb spot. He'll take out the defenses that will lure those hogs into the giant bomb. And I think that he only triggers or trips 1 giant bomb this whole entire time. Very nicely done with that Skelly, the poison for the Skelly traps. And the king also as well slows him down considerably. So yeah, just a very, very nice attack, and we're going to go ahead and be in cleanup mode in just a second. That king is severely slowed, and those hogs are doing damage to him. You'll see if you look back on that base, you will see that he lost a lot of them to springs. I mean, that's what the base is designed for. Definitely one of the harder anti-2s to beat for a Town Hall 8. You know, there's a lot of other ways you could do it. You can do it with a GoHo Quad Quake to get into that core, or a GoVaLo, same thing, and get into that core and take it out, and use the loons to get around those spring traps and the double giant bombs, or giant bomb set. So very, very nice. Hopefully that helps you out. I think that was exactly the base you were looking for. This one we're going to go pretty quickly. Valhalla gets a 3-star, but I wanted to show you that you know, this is like a little trick you can do as far as getting your kill squad in, you know, to that core without having to worry about that those wall breakers or quad quaking. You use the aggro from the enemy king or whatever, maybe even the clan castle, because that will pull your kill squad in. So he's going to do a GoHo here and use double poison to take out this clan castle, which is fine. He'll use a couple wall breakers to get in right here after he sends the golems, but check this out. They're all reroute into the first compartment. Now he needs them to get into the second compartment, and the first will aggro on the skelly trap, but as soon as this king aggroes on the golem, and then the enemy king, the friendly king, he needs to go ahead and he'll be pulled in there, and they'll start banging on the king, and then also start opening that wall as well. So you know, that's just a little trick to, you know, be able to get that, you know, get that wall taken care of. So use the aggro of the other opponents, and we'll go ahead and speed this up. It was a very nice attack, but definitely not something that we have to look at. Just like that little trick that you could do. So nice attack, Valhalla. All right, the next one we're going to take a look at is just one down. We're going to go ahead and look at number 20. And when we look at this base, you know, you don't usually think of this as GoVaLo contender, because if you look, each one of these air defenses is in its own compartment, and one of the prerequisites for GoVaLo is that, you know, they're all those air defenses are in the same compartment or in the core, so that your Valkyries can go ahead and wipe them out and you know, send in the loons afterwards. So it's easily remedied by that quad quake, you know, that new overpowered quad quake. He's going to drop it there and open the entire base up. If you look at right now, all those compartments, they're all separated into 3 different compartments. Now it's like basically one huge core that those Valkyries will run wild and be able to get to those air defenses. Uses the you know, quad quake, then does a lure for the clan castle, and he's going to go ahead and basically skip the. He's going to do a semi lure, you know, and use that golem as a fodder or tank for that kill squad of wizards to take care of it. So opens up that compartment with the wall breaker, and the funnel's already done with the wizards, and sends in all those Valkyries and kings. Has a rage and a heal left over for them. He'll go ahead and rage everything up in just a second right here, and those Valkyries will just start tearing through all these defenses and all of these buildings. As you can see, drops another heal, very nicely done, right over that giant bomb spot for everything. And he's sending them and send that loon in a little quick, just a little bit. I guess, you know, a sweeper actually did him good by pushing it back, because that air defense finally went down. Now he's sending these loons in a little bit late, but it's okay. They're still going to completely crush this base. So, you know, very, very nicely done. Tons of Valks are still up. Golem is still full, or it hasn't broken yet, and King is still full and has used the ability. Still has a couple loons he hasn't even deployed yet, waiting for cleanup, but there's really nothing else that's going to take these loons. There's only a sweeper and a mortar, which is not going to do anything as far as damage. So drops a loon in the back end, the second loon in there for the Troll Tesla, which is taking out a lot of these balloons. So well done them for that. But yeah, it's not going to happen. It's still not going to make any difference. Oops. We'll fast forward this for cleanup, and watch as we get to 3 stars. So very nice attack on number 20. And opening that base, you know, it's usually not a GoVaLo. It's pretty cool. Not bad at all. All right, number 25 is another GoVaLo. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Excalibur. And this is the traditional GoVaLo. I mean, you're going to see a wide open core here, brings a quad quake to get into that core, drops a giant in there for the clan castle, and we'll go ahead and do the the anchor and lure and kill on it. Has one golem for a cold-blooded entry here. Has let's see, does he have? No, he has no. Actually, he has two golems for a shattered entry, and he's going to have to quad quake into this core. He has no wall breakers at all, which is a good thing because that means he doesn't have to rely on them. But what he's waiting for is he's waiting for that funnel to begin, because again, he doesn't want those Valkyries running around the outside. So drops that quad quake right in there. It's going to be great. Those Valkyries have nowhere else to go but straight into the core, and then drops the king behind that as well. Has two heals for that. They trip a giant bomb right off, double giant bomb right off the bat. Get aggro on that king, take him out in a couple swipes, and are making their rounds as far as killing these air defenses. So drops that second heal, which was actually a little off. Those Valkyries did die in there with the that were taking out the air defense in Tesla, but that's fine. It's no big deal. They're going to go ahead and take them out anyway. That one air defense is going to do a little bit of damage to these loons that were sent in a tiny bit early, just it wasn't down, but still has 3 more loons that he hasn't deployed yet. All the defenses are pointed to that kill squad, to those Valks, to the golem, to the king, and there's really nothing else that's going to hurt these loons. Has 3 balloons left over on the back end. Doesn't really even need them. So swags 2 balloons there. Very nicely done. That's how you GoVaLo a base. 28, we'll just jump real quick through it. We had one of our Town Hall 9s just hit it for the hell of it, just to get the perfect war, and I think we were missing a couple Town Hall 8s in action. So I just like the balance of Supercell. You can see, I mean, I used to think that I could design a base that a Town Hall 9 couldn't hit, and I have had some, but the thing is they weren't very good attacks. So, this is a lower level, one of our lower Town Hall 8.5s. That's going to go ahead and hit this in true alpha. And he's going to bring a GoHo with, a jump, a rage, and 2 heals, and pretty much just tear through this base. I think both of his golems completely go unbroken. Rage is up there in the middle for the king and the queen. Take out that enemy king. And I don't even think they've hit the rage yet. Drops a jump. There we go. And they're going to go ahead and make their way through the rest of this base. I don't even think the queen gets hit, but has to use the ability or gets too much damage put on her. Drops these giants in there to start tanking for the hogs to come in at the top, and also on the same opposite side, if that makes sense. The opposite side. So sends all those hogs in there. Has 2 heals for both of those hogs. He's going to go ahead and lose some of them to the springs, but it's not going to be a problem. Still hasn't even used one of his heals yet. I think, I don't think he has to use any of his heals, so he can swag both of his heals here. Queen is completely up, hasn't even used her ability. We are in cleanup mode. Just like to watch that kind of thing. Both golems are completely up and they haven't been broken anything yet. Double swag heal. Just like to see that kind of stuff. All right, 2 more and then we're done. Let's go to number 30, and we're going to check out Smashin'. And just check it out. He's got level 3 hogs, and he's got a level 4 heal. So I mean, I always show you, not always max, but a lot of max offense attacking. With level 4 heals at Town Hall 8. Can you do it with level 3? Here you go. This is not a simple base. Walls are very low, but if you look at all the rest of the defense is Town Hall 8 max. The mortars are max, the cannons are max, the archer towers are max, and the air defenses are max. So this is no joke as far as that goes. And then walls make no difference to a hog. They jump them anyway. So these could be level 12 walls for all intents and purposes. Really makes no difference for this particular attack. So he sends the hogs in there. The only thing nice about this base is there are it's very compact, and there are very few spots where there can be giant bombs or double giant bombs. So in fact, I think maybe just one area where there could be a double giant bomb. So he can go ahead and do that kind of deployment. He brings very hog heavy unit composition, and he does not have any poison, because I don't think. Yeah, I'm sorry, they do. I don't know if. Yeah, I think he used it already for the clan castle. But so there's only a couple more defenses left. Just this cannon is left, and then he's got plenty of skelly traps to kill, and he still has that enemy king, which he will take care of right here. And then we're in complete cleanup mode. So very nice, and good job swagging 2 barbarians. Very nicely done. And our last attack that I'm going to show is Yona, and Yona is going to go ahead and do his drag rider, and we haven't shown a drag rider in a while on Town Hall 8, I don't think. So anyway, he's going to go ahead and trigger those 2 Teslas and the clan castle. I think use a double poison if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see if it's just 1 or 2. So it is 2. So he doesn't have to worry about that, but he does have his 3 heals for these hogs, and he loves to push his hogs all the way through the core. Very nice heals, making sure that they make it through. You notice that it's very compact base. He does not have to worry about giant bombs or these hogs being flying into traps, because there are no spaces for that. So he uses a second heal to where all these hogs meet. Now they're going to head towards the core and kind of split up. That one is going to try to solo that air defense, but that ain't going to happen. So he has to send 3 in the back end to go ahead and take out that air defense. All 3 of them are down, and now it's just free reign for dragons. It almost cleans up the entire base with just these hogs. So those, he didn't even really need the dragons, to be honest. It was a very nice hog attack. So very nicely done. He even has a couple of hogs left over. But those dragons will definitely do damage and crushes this base. So very nice attack. I'm going to show one more, and I usually don't do this, but since my base was completely crushed on the first hit by my equal, I had to show it. Props to him, to DOE or Doe or whatever, a female deer. He goes and takes this base out in 1 hit, bringing a GoHo and level 1 queen, which again is just not good for me. Got to redesign the base and stuff. It wasn't the best design. It held up pretty good against a lot of attackers, unless they were a max Town Hall 9 or something. So we'll go ahead and show that. He does get a little bit lucky on a couple spots, especially that double giant bomb spot, but still very nice hit. And brings 4 heals. So he's going to have to make those hogs do their work. He only brings a cold-blooded entry, for this 1 golem, and that's it. Triggers the clan castle, which is tons of level 1 units, but it's made for they'll take out this golem and golemite in just a couple hits. So I mean, that's the intent and purpose of it. Also, a very difficult lure with a hog or 2. You're not going to be able to lure my clan castle that way. So, I mean, I'll mix it up. I'll put hounds in there. I'll put dragons. I'll put level 1, tier 1 things. He sends an Asian wall, which is usually never a good idea when you're going against an anti-3 base, unless you know where everything is and you can control it. Problem is once you do that Asian wall, these hogs are going to all get in one area, and you'll see after this, they do make some bacon there. I don't know how some of those other hogs made it through, the ones on the top. They should have been tripped and hit with those giant bomb. Does happen to get, again, pretty lucky with that heal there, that second heal, or the third heal, actually, over that giant bomb spot. So very nicely done. That king is just not doing the work in there. It does have 1 heal after. And that level 1 queen is completely up, and there's no defenses to take her. So I think she's going to live through it, the whole thing. Has a lot of cleanup to do. Drops the king for cleanup. Very weird to not have the king or queen even in his kill squad, really, just to use them for basic cleanup. But again, he didn't have to. He just proved that he can hit it well. So anyway, props to him for hitting that base, and good job to Pejuang, appreciate the challenge and bringing the attacks. And hopefully you got a chance to learn this a little bit from this for the Town Hall 8s. Go ahead and take these army compositions. Go ahead and get your 6-star wars and practice those 3-star attacks.